What's up, YouTube? This is the unboxing video for the new Team Redcat TR-MT8E. It's like a monster truck buggy. A lot of people might recognize it from the Team Magic E6-3, which is the pretty much same truck, just with orange highlights and a different body color. So we're going to open this thing up and see what it looks like when you're going to get it. I haven't seen the truck myself yet, so everything I'm about to see for the first time as well. I'm eager to check it out and compare it against some of the other vehicles and see exactly how it's built and what makes it a little bit more premium, as they want to call it. That's the first color manual from Redcat. You don't usually see too many of them. Alright, set that there. I heard the tires were not on it for shipping purposes, but wow, that's a big tire there. Soft. These are some like really soft tires. That should make for some nice cushion landings maybe. We'll see how that goes. Looking good. For comparison purposes, it's a TR-MT8E. Definitely tell it's a nice size difference on that tire. I mean, not completely, but it's definitely up a little bit higher, and it's probably good, maybe ½ inch wider than the TR-MT8E. Definitely softer. I like the TR-MT8E tire. I like the way this handles, but these definitely feel like they'd be good for bashing. Alright, so obviously we got two tires. That means there should be another two in here. Alright, let's get a look at this chassis. Alright, get the tires out, and this is what we're looking at. Now, I've seen this remote, and I don't know. I kind of turn my nose up to the remote just by the way it looked. Depending on how this works out, I might be using one of my standard remotes, but we'll see. Alright, so see, it's got a channel button there. You got your steering trim. It actually doesn't feel bad, it just looks different. You got the power button. Alright, I don't know. I'm not sold on it yet. We'll get out there. I guess as long as the handle's the same, it doesn't really matter, but it does have a nice feel. So I'm not going to knock it till I try it, so we will see. Alright, so I guess this was just laying on top there. I don't know what that's protecting. I love this body. Look at this body. There's the hard plastic pieces they put on, which will keep your body from getting scratched up too much. I mean, the majority of it looks like it would all hit first. I'm going to use Gorilla Tape like I do with most of my bodies for the underside anyway, so I should keep from any splitting happening. So this, usually, I tell you what, every Redcat truck I've bought, I've always wound up getting a brand new body out the gate. And this one, I'll have to say, I'm probably going to keep it. I'm probably going to keep this one a while. I mean, there's nothing really bold that they put on it that's doesn't look good. Man, it's a nice looking truck. Look at those arms. So thick. Wow, this is definitely one of the best built I've seen, just without even... Look at that toughness on that bumper. Oh, that's right, got LEDs in there somewhere. Looks like two sets of LEDs. Have to get some batteries out here and get this thing fired up here in a few. Alright, let's get this let's get these pins off and take a look. I'm gonna actually look at this thing a little bit more. T-Magic's version is a locked center diff. I would assume this is the same, but there is a rebuild kit that can fix that if there's people out there that don't want a locked center diff. Personally, I'm gonna hopefully not bash it too much to find out if I need it, and I guess if I do damage to it, I will replace it then. Nice little charcoal body pins that come with them. I have to get some more of them because you know we're gonna lose one or two of those. Lay in here. This body feels heavy. It's a nice feeling body, man. It's a real heavy body. It's got the pre-cutouts for the side pins. You can mount the side post on here if you want. I don't know how, I have to figure out how I want to do it. Alright, back to this thing. Holy crap. It's got the adjustable wheelie bar. It's a nice thick wheelie bar. Everything feels so thick and sturdy on this thing. I'm really impressed. I don't know how you would adjust this. I'll have to look into that myself, but this is adjustable. Obviously it's here, it can go up to there, which will lower the wheelie bar a little bit more. Probably play with that tomorrow and see. It's got the nice, oh man, it's got front and rear on both. It's got the aluminum hinge pins, and look how thick they are. That's some pretty thick aluminum right there. That's nice. That shows a lot of confidence in this thing being bashed and just taking a beating. Man, I really like that. Front and rear, I like that. A lot of them you see it's just a plastic piece that gets bent, you know, if it gets jolted. But man, look at these arms. Look how big these shocks are. They're not adjustable shocks. I do believe they have. Yeah, they have some spacers there for you. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna put some heavier weight oil in there. I probably won't need them. It gives you the lug nut wrench. Wow, it gives you another set of body pins in there. That's pretty cool. You don't see that often. What else? Some other little. Oh, it comes with little. Wow, look at that. No way. Looks like it came with its own little, I mean, really nice Allen key. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before, and actually feels pretty sturdy. And it looks like it's a nice machine cut. Wow, that might actually. I don't know what it's for yet though, because it doesn't fit that. Oh, there it is. For adjusting these right here. That's exactly what that's for. So that's still nice. It's a nice, feels like a nice little heavy tool. Alright, so, alright, let's take a look at these battery holders here. Obviously, I mean, we'll get to the motor and all that. It's a 2500 high torque, but, oh, there we go. Alright, so I noticed they put thread lock on the actual bolts there, so they're worried about the tires coming off. This thing must have some pretty good torque. Seems like they made this thing definitely take a beating, so wow. It's alright, so this is what I heard about the T-Magic as well. While I'm struggling to get this off, I'll just bring it up. They do make another little battery clip that comes up, mounts from the bottom of this chassis right here, and it comes up and it lets you have the drop-in top with the, you know, the crossbar that goes across and holds it down with pins, because these pins right now are very tiny. Might have to get my needle nose pliers out real quick. Ain't got the pliers yet, but this should work. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing this every single time. I think I'll have to come up with another, you maybe put bigger pins in there, just something I can grab from the top. I do like the waterproof, having this where you can't really get into what is going on here. I think they just snap off. I think they're just fresh. Yeah, alright. Just got to pull them a little harder first time, I guess. And that's a nice, I ain't gonna wait. We're gonna throw some batteries in there as we go. Alright, so like I said, might as well just throw some batteries in here while we're going. Alright, so assuming the battery would have to be coming out. Looks like the battery has to come out right here. Might want to get something to put something in here. Actually, looks like there's a little bit of play in there, but that's easy fix. So we should just pop back in here. I mean the way this thing snaps on, I mean, I might even be froggy one day and just ride without. I mean, that's on there pretty good. I mean, you might not even need the pins for temporary purposes if you didn't want them. So let's plug this one up. Alright. Again, while we're here, we'll take a look. It's a 2500 kV high torque motor. I mean, like I said, this thing's big. I mean, I don't have one of the other ones on me right now, but it's from, as far as Redcat, even the TR-MT8E one, we can actually look at that here in a little bit. Well, I'd say it's definitely got more girth. It's maybe a couple millimeters longer than the TR-MT8E motor, but it's definitely got more girth, so it's a bigger can. I have to get the exact size. I mean, it might be a 550, and this just isn't a 550. But either way, it's a big can motor. Alright. So, it's a 100-watt Hobby Wing ESC. It's their new ESC, I guess, that they're getting from Redcat, but it's upgrade from the 80, I guess, that they were putting on the other ones. Got these pins again. Yeah, these pins will definitely not be in my truck on the first run. Come on. This is also, by the way, huge upgrade to Servo's Servo, man. That's a huge upgrade to see that in a truck, especially from the ones from Redcat. I mean, like I said, I don't mind the 15K hex flies, but I mean, to come with one of that quality is actually a nice upgrade. I like to see that. Shows that they're actually trying, maybe. What's up here? Wires kind of in the way. Have to find something to do with that, maybe. These trays are kind of like bent, like in a little bit here, so you kind of gotta, I guess it gives a snug hold there, but again, not too much. There's too much play down there, especially with that wire in there. I'm going to make sure I have to do something with that. I don't want to mess my LEDs up. So I'm going to put it on, but still, I'm going to fix that. Alright, well, I had it in backwards, so I just went ahead and fix that now. So, and that is your antenna, I do believe. Yes, this is the waterproof. They got a waterproof box, and this must be it. So, but that's your little antenna now, I guess. It must have a nice receiver in there for such a short antenna, but it is fat. So, I don't know. See how that gets for range. It's nice. Feels like it's a nice cushion there. I am still going to upgrade the weight and the oil, though. But it definitely feels like it's got some nice spring to it. Well, like I said, this is I mean, there's a lot of other things we could go over on this. I mean, the bunch of stuff about it, obviously spec wise. I mean, you can get all this stuff online. I just wanted to get a chance to see what you're looking at when you get it out of the box. Plus, kind of take a look at it and give my first opinion on it, because I've dealt with, like I said, most of the stuff that Redcat had, even 1/5 scale. I mean, this almost feels like some of the arms on the MT Pro. I mean, I can't explain it. It's just really thick. So we'll see how they hold up actually, but I mean, it feels really thick. The only thing I'm lacking is the battery box design. I mean, it just seems like it could be better. I might actually cut these corners out a little bit and give it a shot like that. Like I said, do it without the pins until it becomes a problem, and then I'll probably upgrade to the other battery posts. So definitely want to put something in there though if you're going to do it this way to keep that battery from sliding around, especially on this side at least. Alright, well, let's get this thing, let me get some wheels on here, see what it looks like sitting up, and then we'll go from there. Maybe see what the LEDs look like as well. I want to show you something real quick, just because I didn't think it was going right, and I didn't want to do anything wrong, so I just double and triple check myself, but just wanted to bring it up in case you're doing this as well. I mean, when you put these tires on, I'm guessing just because everything's so fresh and cut, I mean, it doesn't feel like it's on the pattern. So what I did was I put it on to where I think it is. I mean, like, it doesn't just slide on, it doesn't pop out like instantly like it would just like a regular 17. So I've got it where it's actually turning the drive shaft now, which I know now is the right sound, but it doesn't hurt to take a little flashlight, just look back there and make sure it's lined up. And then when you put this on, they give you the little, I mean, most of us have them, but they are pretty deep wells, so like my socket doesn't get in there too well. But this is, I mean, it's nice to give it to you. It's another one of the little handy things that you just, I mean, one of the things that comes with this truck that just is kind of impressive. I mean, it doesn't have to give you this stuff. And then, like I said, it turns pretty good. And then he winds on that nut, and then it's on. Alright, so everything's back together. I mean, this truck, it's nice. I haven't been this eager to drive a truck in a long time, and I really can't wait to get this thing out tomorrow. Good weather or not, you'll be out. Let's fire it up and see what these lights look like. It's a nice little reach around right there to turn it on. Oh wow, it's got orange lights too. I don't know if you can see that or not. You see it right there. It's nice. I like it. Man, I almost want to take it out tonight. Won't do too good for a point of view video, which I wonder if I can mount my camera up here. It's a nice wing, and the wing is adjustable as well. It doesn't, it actually feels, what's that feel like? I don't know, man, it's hard to describe. It almost feels like one of my kids' toys, but just a thicker, flexible plastic. Probably get scuffed up if this thing goes over too many times, but all this will get scuffed up. But they do make replacements for this stuff as well, so I guess if you scuff yours up and you want to replace just them and your body's still in good condition, again, recommend the Gorilla Tape. But I mean, that right there will probably be where I punch out the back of the body and vent this somehow, at least to the motor. We'll see how the motor temperatures get, especially if I ever upgrade this thing. It's a nice option to have. Alright guys, well, I mean, again, without going over the specs too much, I mean, you guys can find all that stuff online. This is what it looks like. This is what you get out of the box. And it is ready to run without them batteries. But, you know, if anybody's looking for my stuff, I sell these trucks. You'll find the best minimum price you'll find for this truck. I usually offer coupon codes and discounts. Also, when you buy batteries and stuff from me, you're going to pay fractions of, you know, equal quality batteries online. You're going to buy it for at least $10-15 savings depending upon where you're looking by buying it as a bundle. So again, just something to keep in mind. I'll put all my listing stuff up on the YouTube links. If anybody has any questions at all, feel free to contact me once you're on the web page. So I'll be happy to go over anything with you. Again, I mean, it's a great looking truck. I mean, I have more feelings about it tomorrow once I see this thing handle and see how it leans. And I mean, if she can handle anything like the TR-MT8E, well, let's do that real quick before I go. Let's get this thing, see what this thing looks like next to the TR-MT8E, which is a pretty big truck. There they go. But you can see, I mean, it actually makes the TR-motor look, I mean, like it's a different scale, at least by 1. So if the TR-motor is a 1/8 scale, then this would be considered maybe a 1/7 scale, or vice versa. I mean, the TR-motor looked like a 1/8 scale prior. Definitely looks a size small right now, and a lot of that has to do with that body. But even the wheel, I think the wheelbase is actually. Let's take a look. I think the wheelbase. Yeah, slightly, not much. I mean, if you line it up, but you can't really do that because the tires hook up differently. Let's just center it. So we center it. I mean, yeah, the truck, they're very, I mean, it's just deceiving. Other than the tires just being a little more girthy. I mean, these are both pretty deep inset offset right there. So these tires actually stick out a little further, just based upon that. So yeah, either way, I mean, it's probably about the same width then. Just pretty deceiving. Losing leaves from my TR-motor run. So there she is. More video. Hopefully it has something up by tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow or maybe over the weekend, but yeah, I have first run videos of this thing up, see what it can do.